Hello and welcome back to the RPG Lounge. We're back with some more Dark Souls. I have a story to tell before we actually get started. Let me get us to the game screen at least. So, I actually recorded the final episode of the Dark Souls playthrough. Got it all taken care of, did the whole 9 yards, all that good stuff, and I actually forgot to hit record. um, so, What I had to do after the over the last 2 days here, is I played through the game again, all the way through. Um, got us all the things that we had before, and basically did a Gravelord Sword speed run of the game. So now we are back to where we should have been in the first place. I really felt bad about it. It just is definitely something I would do, um, unfortunately. But it's fixed now. We're good. I can finish the game hopefully here and actually keep the recording going. I'm gonna keep looking at the recording button and make sure it's on because yeah, I lost the Bed of Chaos battle, which wasn't all that interesting anyways. Then I lost the I think 6 or 7 attempts against the final boss that it took to do it. So maybe we'll do better this time. I don't know. I just overestimated the amount of hard drive space that I have, and yeah, it quit. I think about 2 attempts into the Bed of Chaos, which is what we're coming up against. So yeah, ho hum. But we're gonna do it again. I have a lot more endurance this time. So I'm able to quick roll with the full set of my robes here that I've got on. I do actually really like this area. It's cool looking. The enemies are dumb, but the area itself looks very Tibetan, I think would be the yeah, definitely it's like a Tibetan kind of look to the especially the temples, um, which is cool. But yeah, here's Bed of Chaos, which is it's basically 3 cutscenes strung together to be a quote unquote boss battle. Really not much of a boss battle, but it is what it is. This is kind of when they, I think, started running out of money for the game and time. So they, yeah, really chinced on this one. So what we're gonna do is, I'll let you watch the cutscenes because they're kind of cool looking. As we defeat these nodes on either side, the boss, quote unquote, I'm making air quotes, um, gets stronger and more annoying. So what we're going to do in between here is we're going to do a quit out, which will bring us outside the fog door, and we'll do the slide down again. We have to go get the node on the other side. You'll see why. Um, if we try to walk over from where we are now, the floor starts giving out, and it's really annoying. Might take us a few tries to actually get down through the center area, but just cross your fingers. Not that it'll help because you're seeing it after I'm done with it, but maybe it'll vicariously travel back in time and give me luck. So yeah, give it a try anyways. Be kind of cool. So now we're gonna use our bow and arrow. This is the only reason we ever got the bow and arrow for was to do this and to defeat that enemy or that what was that wizard in the New Londo ruins. All right. Hopefully. Come on. I don't know how to actually hit it. Oh, maybe it's that thing. Come on. There we go. Got it. So that opens up this side. Now going down the center is really a pain in the butt. So we may do... I did that, I think, about 4 or 5 times on the original recording. So we'll see how we do this time. We shall see how we do this time. So we'll quit out again. Basically all you do is run down the center. So we're gonna equip our halberd and hope for the best. Whee! Oh god, it's already doing bad stuff? Really? Oh, come on. Welcome to the bed of chaos. This is the worst part of it. Absolute worst. It's very RNG related. Alright, at least we have this, at least we have this bonfire. So we'll just keep trying until we get it. It really is just an RNG thing at this point. Which just stinks, but it is what it is. Can't really do anything about it. Now that the floor is open, though, it's a little bit easier to get to that center root system, because you have to fall into that center root and then walk up to the center area and chop through the vines to defeat the little creature that's inside. There's basically a little body that is inside, which is one of the Witches of Izalith. And this whole place was taken over because they tried to replicate one of the Lord Souls, I think. But instead of actually doing it right, they made this chaos orb, which created all sorts of deformed, nasty creatures. So, and of course my phone is ringing. I'll have to answer that later. So, alright, off I go. Ooh, yeah, man. Oh, come on. We almost made it. I suppose I could have healed, but yeah, just... This is the worst. Absolute worst. Unfortunately, I mean, you get Demon Fire Sage, which we were able to take care of before. We got Centipede Demon, both of which they're okay. At least they're a boss. And then there's this. It's just... It's annoying. The runback's not too bad, though, which is good. It's not like the Smough Ornstein one. We have to go jumping all over stuff, and yeah. So I can put up with it. I'm gonna have to. If I want to defeat the game, I have to get past this. But this is the one part of the, well, probably the part of the game that I would, point out to discourage you if you don't want to have to do this. I don't know, maybe play the rest of the game and, You could go to the DLC at this point and do all those cool bosses. So you don't technically have to do this right now, but eventually you do have to defeat this last enemy. So. Alright. Oh, for goodness sakes. Alright. At least we're in the center now. We're not out of the woods yet. My little friend can do an AoE just right on top of herself. And they'll blast everything underneath her. And she's gonna do it right now. Yeah, there we go. Please don't do it again. Thank you. There. We had to kill that little thing. What was that, 4 attempts? Yeah, that's pretty crazy. God-awful creature. Alright, Firelink Shrine. Off to Firelink Shrine.
Sorry. Huh?
Too bad. So I didn't place the Lord Vessel with any of the serpents this time. I just kind of went for it. And skipped the whole thing, so yeah. Offer souls. There we go. This will open Gwyn's prison. The kiln of the first flame. Walk into the light. Walk into the light. Alright, how are we doing on time? Yeah, we're good. We get a few attempts in at least. Alright, so how's this? This is gonna be... I gotta run past... Well, look at this place. This is pretty cool. There's not much of an actual level in here, but this is where Lord Gwyn linked the flame, and as you can see, it incinerated everything around it. So, not the best of ideas, but it is what it is. So we'll do a couple quit outs to be able to get rid of the aggro of these the Black Knight things. They will dog us through the entire level if we don't, so... And what I'll do is I will put on my stone armor as well. I'll take that off. Don't need that. Actually, don't need this either, so we can use the Chloranthy ring. That'll work. Alright. This is just a running game, basically. Oh, it hit me. You grumble. Alright. And yes, they are running after me, so they are running as fast as they can after me. Alrighty, let's give her a try. Heal once. Right. Alright. Oh, come on. Alright. Did that do it? Yep. He's gone. First try. Alright, well that actually did a lot better than the last time I had to do this. I swear, the last time I recorded this, it was like 7 or 8 attempts to try to get this to work. There we go. So we get to link the flame. I'm kind of proud of that. We did good. So before I do this, I'll explain what I just did. This is actually the parry strategy for speedruns. You'll use this this exact weapon here, and what you do is you do the parry, you lock on, you go in back of him, heal once with Estus, and it actually triggers that slower swipe that's easier to parry. You just keep repeating that, and it actually manipulates the AI of the boss to actually do what we just did perfectly. This was a perfect execution of it, which I'm happy about because it makes me look like a much better Dark Souls player than I actually am. We'll link the flame, though. There are 2 choices. You can link the flame here, or you can choose not to and leave out that door. You can make your own choice when you play this game. While we're linking the flame, I'm drinking water. The irony. There we go. Well, that's Dark Souls Remasters. That's one playthrough of it. One way you can get through the entire game. We skipped the Hydra. We skipped a creature called the Gaping Dragon that's in the sewers. So we skipped Capra Demon. And we skipped the entire DLC for right now. This has actually been a pretty popular series on this channel. So I may revisit this game if you'd like to see more of it. Feel free to put it in the comments if you'd like to see, like, I don't know, a soul level 1 run, or I could do a magic run of the game. I am seriously considering going through Dark Souls 2 for you folks, and maybe I'll do Dark Souls 3 after that. Just again, same style as this one, laid back. We probably will not do the DLCs. The DLCs in the Dark Souls games are always like the hardest content. Like, they're apex predator, in your face, we're going to try to kill you as much as possible. In Dark Souls 1, it was done well, I think, for the most part. Dark Souls 2's DLCs I don't enjoy. They're extremely heavy on the enemies and all the ambushes and things that they try to do. And Dark Souls 3, similar concept. Just they're cool areas in Dark Souls 3, but they're not. The bosses are not all that fun. There's a few of them that are the exceptions to that rule. There's like the twin demon princes. Those are pretty cool. That's a really intense and fun fight. I'm still figuring out how I can do Bloodborne for y'all. And I think what I can do is stream it from my PS4 without the comments on, so you'll just get the full screen of it. And then what I can do is I can download the VOD from my Twitch channel and upload it to YouTube. I think that is how we'll end up having to do that, because that is a really good game. And I've actually never put up a playthrough of it on YouTube, so that could be a fairly easy way to do it. But I hope you enjoyed this game. I know a few of you said in the comments that you had never played this one, and these games are really good. They can be extremely frustrating, but the way we went through it, yeah, it is fairly easy to do. There's tons of weapons, tons of armor, tons of ways to beat the game too. If you did a magic run, which maybe I should do one just to show people how to do it, because it's not fairly obvious how you are supposed to do it. You have to unlock some NPCs that are just kind of hidden all around the world. You have to do some quest lines that can be a little bit of an annoyance. One downside of a magic run is you have to buy all the spells, and they're extremely expensive. So that'll require quite a bit of soul grinding that I'm not too big of a fan of doing. I would do it off screen, obviously, but we'll see. We'll see what I want to do. That being said, we've got this taken care of. We finished 7 Saga. The next Super Nintendo game is going to be Chrono Trigger, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to do Dark Souls 2. And just do the main game and show you all that one. Eventually we'll just do some mainline actual RPGs and play some of those, but I have been having fun with the Dark Souls stuff.
The dark sign brands the undead.
So they basically put you right back into the game. You just start New Game Plus, which makes the enemies harder, and all the bosses are harder. You get more souls for things, which is kind of cool. But yeah, that's the deal. Nothing more to be said, really. Let me actually get us to the end of our RPG Lounge stuff. Hopefully everybody enjoyed this video. It's going to be a little shorter, 23 minutes. We did most of the stuff we wanted to do very quickly, which I'm as surprised as you all are. This was like a 50-minute extravaganza the first time I went through this, so that's fine. We can have a little bit shorter video for today. I already did upload a couple times earlier this week, so this will give me the opportunity to get the setup ready for Dark Souls 2 and for Chrono Trigger. So Chrono Trigger is going to be a fun one. I'm going to go ahead and read all the lines, and I'll do voices for it and such, so that'll either be cringeworthy or a lot of fun, or a little bit of both. But I did that on my first playthrough that I did. And we'll keep the format of about 50 minutes or so. But that's a really good game. If you haven't played Chrono Trigger, you're in for a really good treat, story-wise and just gameplay-wise. But please feel free. If you enjoy the content, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, do all that kind of stuff. I read all the comments because I don't I don't get a ton anyway, so any comment that I do get, I'm like, yay, I get a comment, woo, and I celebrate. I do a little dance. It's kind of cool. And yeah, other than that, if you know people that really like these kinds of games and things like that, share it on your social media. I don't do a ton of social media. I do Discord. I do like the old Facebook thing, but I'm not on Twitter and all the all the other things that are out there. So I don't find them entertaining. So if y'all are connected though in those kinds of circles, feel free to share and do all that kind of fun stuff. That'll kind of get the word out to other folks that are like-minded and enjoy these games. But you take care of yourselves. Have a great rest of your day, evening, morning, afternoon, whatever happens to be for you. And I will see you later. This has been the RPG Lounge. Bye now.